Hey guys, it's me Jessica AKA IntriguingOne here on YouTube, coming to you today on the ProofWLSWorks channel. This week's topic is, how do you feel when you see so many people confused about so many rules? Or those who blatantly break the rules or thumb their noses at everyone else? Or those who are in denial, how do you approach or not approach addressing this? So let's start off with the first question that was on here. How do you feel when you see so many people so confused about so many rules? My opinion on this is that, we've all said this before in videos, is that we got different rules from our doctors. There doesn't seem to be one clear set of rules. I'll give a prime example. For instance, my nutritionist, the only thing that I was told to count or worry about as far as food is concerned was protein. When I asked her about calories, she said, don't worry about calories. I just want you to worry about getting quality protein. And for me, my quality protein intake was supposed to be 55 grams of protein. For other people, it's not the same. They had different doctors, different rules, that type of thing. So I think it can be very easy to get kind of lost or confused in the rules based upon listening to others. And in my opinion, you basically have to obviously listen to your doctor. I mean, if something's not working on what your doctor recommended, then you should probably talk to your doctor about it. None of us here are doctors. We just know what works for us or what hasn't worked for us, and could be that that might work for you as well or not work for you, but we're all different people. We all have different issues, if you will. If you had different health issues than other people. As for me, I didn't really have any health issues at the time other than sleep apnea. So again, what my doctor might recommend for me may not be the same for someone else who might have, something like diabetes or high blood pressure or whatever. So I think you really have to trust your doctor and your nutritionist that you went to, and keep working through that with them, because they are the medical professionals. Again, a lot of us share our own stories as far as what's worked for us, and that's fine and dandy, but that doesn't mean that it's going to work for you, or what's recommended for you with whatever your conditions may be. So again, I would say personally the best thing to do is to work again with your doctor, your nutritionist, your psychologist, whatever, to make sure that you're following the rules that are applicable for your journey. I know a lot of us kind of figure out what works best for us, and if we're seeing results and everything is positive as far as blood work, then by all means I would say, that's probably okay. But again, that's just my opinion, and who am I? I'm just me. I don't have any medical background or profession, other than knowing what works for me on my journey. So the next part of it was basically the people who blatantly break the rules and thumb their noses at everyone else. Again, I just go back to it. We all have individual journeys here. Not one of us is the same. We've all lost weight at different rates. We all started at different weights. We've all been given a slightly different set of rules. So I don't think any one of us is in a place to judge someone based upon their results, whether they're great or poor. I think we all came to this community to support each other, and I know that's what I came here for. And inspiration and support is really what YouTube is about for me. Is I know I have certainly been inspired by so many people out there in YouTube land. And I've had a few people tell me that they started their journey because they started to watch my journey, which is an awesome feeling to know that you've been a part of somebody else's journey. And I don't think there's a right way or a wrong way to go about things. Again, it's an individual journey. You got to go with what your doctor said, what works for you, what you can work into your life, that type of thing. If there's people out there that are, being judgmental or whatever because of what somebody else is or isn't doing, it really doesn't serve any purpose. I think we can support each other and that can be a positive thing or maybe even a constructive criticism. But again, it's just a matter of support. That's what we want in this community, and I think that's what everybody came here for. And I hope that, I haven't had any negative anything, as far as, people being, at least not to my face. I've been one to say that, everybody's journey is different. For instance, I can tell you, I am cognizant about what I eat. And there are days that I count every calorie and every protein that goes into my mouth. And there are other days that I just eyeball it. And you know what? That works for me, and I'm okay with that. That's what works into my lifestyle. When I went and signed up to have the Lapband, the only thing that I was told to count was just to make sure I got 55 grams of quality protein every day. Well, I can do that without knowing exactly, the calorie counts or what have you. Where there's other people that doesn't work for them. They want to know every calorie that goes in their mouth. And if that works for them, that's great. But that's not what I signed up for, and it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Having Lapband has changed my life tremendously, and I do so many things so different than I did before. As long as I make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing as far as, making good quality food choices, drinking my water, exercising, things like that, then, I'm okay with that. And I'm completely okay with someone who chooses to count every calorie goes in their mouth. If that's what works for them and that's what their journey is about, great. Because it's all about the success. It's about the result. So if that's what gets them results and that's what makes it easier for them, then God bless them. I don't have that discipline. I did very early on just because I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing, and since I had been eating for so many years without counting calories or knowing, protein counts and things, whereas now that I'm basically almost a year and a half post-op, I have a much better idea when I see a piece of chicken to know how many grams of protein it is, an estimate. I don't need to know that it's exactly 24. If I would have guessed 20 and it was 24, or if it was 24 and I guessed 20, it's close enough. Again, to me, that's my choice though. So, I'm not gonna have bad things or ill will against anyone who chooses to do their journey differently. That's great. And again, I would hate to think that there's people out there that would be judgmental about the way that somebody chooses to do their journey. Again, we all got different rules. We all have different doctors. We've all heard it time and time again about how things are different. So to judge somebody on that is, I don't agree with it. So I would hope that, we all think about, we all know how it felt to be overweight and how it felt to be judged, and the things, the stigmatisms that come along with that. I would hope that, going in this journey forward, trying to lose weight and regain control over our lives, that we, will know what it's like to be on that side of being judged, and hopefully we won't be doing that on, this side of the fence. So, as far as the next part of the question is talking about how do you deal with people who are in denial, and how do you approach that or not approach that? And it just goes back to, again, the whole thing I've been saying in this video is this, to me, it's about support. Sometimes, depending on how close you are with the person that is in this denial, would probably depend on how you would or should approach it. For instance, if it were someone that I was very close with and I saw that, then yeah, I'd probably be a little more harder up front and say, listen, you know what, you got to get back in the game. That's not what you came here for. You came here to make a difference, and, try to support them and get them back on track. If it's someone you're not as close with, you probably got to handle that a little bit differently because, they don't know you as well. They don't know your personality, that type of thing. So again, it's just about support. I don't think anyone's going to benefit from someone beating them over the head for making mistakes or doing things the wrong way or whatever. again, it's just about supporting people and hopefully making a difference in someone's lives and letting them change their lives, because again, we can't control what other people do. We're only in control of ourselves. So if we can set a good example based upon the choices and decisions that we're doing, I think that can only benefit us, and hopefully it benefits everyone else that we come in contact with. So, you know, I guess the moral of this video is just support. We all need support, sometimes more than others, and some people need it more than others. So I think we just got to be there for each other. A lot of us, you know, only know each other through videos. So I want to be there for people, and there's been so many people out there on YouTube that have been there for me, and I try to return that favor. So hopefully we can just be this tight-knit community that 99% of the time we are. So anyways, I guess that sums it up for me this week. So I hope everybody out there is doing well, and I'll see you guys again next week. Talk to you later. Bye.